Good morning, everybody. I'd like to thank the grace of heaven, the virtues of the masters, and mercy and compassion of the predecessor, transmitters to give me this opportunity to talk about today's topic, which is most of you, well, I didn't make enough copies, but most of you will have, some of you will have the wrong one, and the other ones will have the revised one, where you can make it, okay? Last minute type of stuff. Word is not that easy to form. Okay, anyway, so it's called what we call Six Paramitas, right? You guys can see on the screen, okay? All right. What's a paramita? I mean, paramita is it's a Sanskrit term. Literal definition, it means what is perfect. Okay, it's a perfection or complete, whole. That's perfect, complete, right? Okay. But it can also mean, because it's paramita could be one word. Paramita could be one word. This is the interesting thing about Sanskrit. Or it could be broken up into two words, or para, amita. That's what it. Okay. So it can also mean to reach the other shore, the beyond. Literally means beyond the shore, or transcendent, go beyond. So it has those two meanings. Okay. So either way, it doesn't matter. Okay. It's not okay. So I'll give you a little background, okay? The Six Paramitas weren't mentioned in any one particular text. I mean, it's mentioned in various texts. As a matter of fact, it's not presented as a package of six in any specific sutra. But they were mentioned, all six elements of it, or six parts of it. Actually, there are more. I mentioned 10 of them. Four additional. There are four additional, which we don't need to get into. In the Dasabhumika Sutra, which is called, in Chinese, is called the 10地品, right? 10地品, 10 ground qualities, or whatever, It means that it's the 10地经, another, or chapter 26 of the Avatamsaka Sutra, okay? That's where it talks about the 52 levels of Bodhisattva practice. That's why it's Six Paramitas is related to that. I mean, the Bodhisattva practice, okay, or you can say the foundation of Bodhisattva practice. Okay, I'll get to that later. It's also mentioned in the Mahaprajna Paramita Sutras. Okay, not as a collected group of six, but pieces of it, components of it, in all I think it's some 40 different texts. Actually, the Mahaprajna Paramita Sutras is like, I think several hundred texts. Okay, whatever, it doesn't matter. Okay. And also, it's mentioned throughout parts of the Lotus Sutra, which is 28 chapters or 32 chapters? I forgot. It's something like that. Okay, it doesn't matter. And also, it's mentioned in the Jataka tales. You know what Jataka tales are? Talks about Buddha's previous lives. That's what's called Jataka tales. Yeah, it's a whole bunch. It's a whole bunch of little stories. That's why it's called tales, I guess. It's not a teaching, it's a tale, it's a story. Okay, it's mentioned in there too, believe it or not. Yeah, because Buddha was previous in his many previous lives. He was a bodhisattva too, right? Okay. And then other various Pali canons. You know what Pali means, right? This means, I should put parentheses since most of you probably don't know what that means. Pali is a major dialect or branch, sub-branch, whatever language, okay, of Sanskrit. As a matter of fact, they say it's the closest, or it's the oldest, maybe that's better. It's the oldest one. It's even older than Hinduism. Hindi language. Hindi, Hindi, which is what a lot of people in India speak today, okay, Hindi, okay. I mean, there are many dialects, okay. Hindi is one of them, too many, okay, but it's a main dialect. But Pali is even older than that, okay. I mean, it's like the direct descendant of Sanskrit, and also most of the earliest Buddhist teachings, sutras, or dialogues, doesn't matter. It doesn't have to, were recorded in Pali language, i.e. the Tripitaka, Sansanjing. You guys know that, right? Tripitaka, okay. So that's why in the Pali, what we call what's the English term? What's the therapeutic teachings or canons are written in Pali. Okay, all right. Okay, And they list 4 other perfections in addition to 6 to make it 10. But that we don't need to go to the other 4 since it's not 10 parameters, it's the 6, right? Okay. And also it's considered to be the path of cultivation for bodhisattvahood because, why? Why? As opposed to therapeutic. Because, I'll get into the details later, it contains components which deals with the, I mean, it's already hinted at the title, paramita, but that it's not a practice just for the self, but it's the practice to benefit others. Make sense? To also benefit others. In other words, to also, in other words, that practice, the practice of the 6 paramitas, it's not, in other words, maybe another way of saying it is, you cannot practice the 6 paramitas by being inside a cave in a mountain someplace or in the boonies. Get it? Make sense? Like you cannot practice the 6 paramitas doing that. Now, the therapeutic method is basically a lot of meditation, right? So they can do it in the boonies, in the mountains, in the caves, in the monasteries. So they don't have to be, they can be isolated from humanity and still do their practice. Make sense? That's called the therapeutic practice, right? Because it's mainly what? Focus on self, right? Self, self-enlightenment or self, improvement, whatever, okay? All that, okay? Whereas paramitas, the 6 anyway, you can't do that. I mean, it talks about, which I'll go to the components later. Okay, so that's why, all right? And also it's regarded as practice which must be fulfilled by aspirants to enlightenment and deliverance, okay? Because it also includes, actually, you can say, elements, components of the therapeutic practice too, okay? All right, okay. And also basing on the degree to which the paramitas can be cultivated, what's this? Okay, hold on. Let me delete this. How do I delete? Where's the delete button? Ooh, okay, here. Delete. Ooh, what's wrong here? Hey, do you guys see this on screen? Yeah. I don't know what happened here. Okay, yeah. Okay, for the pursuit, it distinguishes the level of achievement. So that's why, like I said, you could still practice the paramitas. I mean, you could still practice it. But if we practice at a very basic level and maybe, not to the higher level, it would not lead to bodhisattvahood. It would lead to, you can say, arhatship and stuff like that, okay? Whereas to the complete level, the most complete or, highest, it would be at least minimum bodhisattva level. Now, there are overlaps, but it doesn't matter, okay? All right, that's what it means, all right? So also, paramita, it's meant that the 6 paramitas, I should say paramitas, are meant as transcendent action. Ooh, why is that, man? Hey, Tai, this format stinks. Okay, anyway, it doesn't matter. All right, okay. Yeah, I don't know, whatever. It doesn't matter. It looks ugly. Okay, it doesn't matter. Okay, they're meant as transcendent action, but it does not refer to some external thing. People say, "Oh, if I practice the paramita, I'm gonna get something external." Okay, that's wrong. It's not an external reality, but it's the way we conduct our lives, our actions, and view the phenomena world in a non-egocentric way, which means, if you want to go to the highest level, which Lecture Liu would talked about, it's called 禅定, which basically it means from our Buddha nature. Okay, all right, okay, from that nature which has no beginning and no end. Okay, all right, basically from the Buddha. From everything is from that view, from that Buddha mind view. Okay, all right. That's the highest level. Obviously, I'm talking about the highest level. Okay, all right, okay, and also, okay, the first 4 perfections, paramitas, are also practices based on skillful expedient means, which is the external aspect. That's why I said you cannot achieve or practice the 6 paramitas in the boonies someplace by yourself. Okay, it's very difficult. Okay, and then the other 2, the last 2, are practice of the mind or wisdom. Okay, we say concentration, but I'm going to get to that a little bit. That's the internal aspect. So it encompasses both internal and external. All right? Okay? So that's why. Okay? All right. Yeah, this formatting stinks. I don't know what happened. The printout's okay, right? I mean, you guys saw the printout. Okay, anyway. All right. So what are the 6 paramitas? Look at column A first, okay? Left column. Okay, so we know what they are, right? Giving, charity, dana, precepts, sila, forbearance, santi, diligence or vigor, vira, concentration or samadhi, which I'll get to later, or dhyana, and wisdom, prajna. Okay? All right. Okay, actually, okay, so let's go to the first one first. Let's look at column B, right-hand column, okay? I talk about attributes, not definitions, because attributes are broader and more generic, whereas definitions can be more specific, right? So we all know what giving charity means, right? We all know what that means, right? I mean, right? You mean you give somebody, you donate, yeah, right, whatever, for whether it's conditioned or non-conditioned, right? Doesn't matter. Ideally, it should be non-conditioned. But okay, so attribute. I want to talk about much broader and higher level. Okay, definitions or attributes, whatever. Okay, to the first paramita, it means relinquishment. Okay, on a much broader level. Okay, which is what? What's relinquish? Give up, right? It means give up. Non-attached. Maybe that's another way. Okay, saying, and also it means magnanimous, right? Magnanimity, which encompasses a lot of things too, right? I mean, it has overlaps with a lot of things, right? It embodies things. We say generosity, right? Kindness, all that. All right, okay. And also equanimity. We can say what? Fairness, right? You can say fair, non-biased, right? Equilibrium, whatever. Okay, stuff like that, right? That's what equanimity means, right? Something that's, non-biased. Maybe that's a good term, right? Okay, all right. So that's what really the first one implies. So it's not just physical giving. We all tend to think of that way, right? Because that's the first thing. Because it's it's based on form, so it's easier to relate to, right? But actually, there's an internal component too. All right. Yeah, there's the external, right? Obviously, you should be, charitable, right? All that stuff. Magnanimous, generous, right? But also there's an internal too, okay? All right, so, all right, okay. So actually, if you want to go to the higher level, the highest level, it leads to the first and second. Is it first and second? No, I'm jumping the gun. But at least it leads to the first immeasurable mind. What's the first immeasurable mind? Let's look at the glossary. Hello. Anybody know what the first 4 immeasurable minds are? Come on. Anybody know? Where is it? Okay, here it is. Infinite loving kindness. Makes sense. Or a third too. The third. So, it could also mean so too. Okay? So, it's probably closer. But, generosity, I mean, I'm jumping the gun. That's why I'm jumping the gun. But, because it does, okay, so you guys, can you guys see this? See the screen? Yeah? Third, so because third, it's this. Okay, it's this. Sorry, the third one. Okay? So, you can say so. So obviously, charity or giving is part of this, right? You can say it's part of that, right? I mean, it's a very specific part. Okay? Because now I'm talking attribute, which means the higher level. I mean, the broader scope. Okay? Make sense? All right. Okay. Now let's go to the second one. See, the order is you're limited. Okay. Anyway, precepts. We talk about precepts. Sila. What's precepts? Usually it's all that, right? Principles, doctrines, proprieties. Proprieties. Yeah. Okay. Rules, regulations, all that stuff. So. Okay. Yeah. Where is it? Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So. All right. So. I was going to make a table, but it gets too many columns. It's complicated. Anyway. Okay. So let's go to forbearance. All right. Forbearance is the first immeasurable. I mean, we think of forbearance means tolerance, right? Patience, tolerance, but it also means compassion, mercy, loving kindness, and abnegation and temperance too. You know that? Okay. Well, that's abnegation. Means no self, right? No self. I mean, you're not You're not self-centered. You're not conceited, right? Forbearance. So that's all, right? Because people can criticize you, or people can, let's say criticize. Let us say criticize you. So if you have a strong sense of ego, what are you gonna do? You're definitely gonna respond, right? Right? But if you don't, you're selfless. You have non-ego. It doesn't mind. You don't mind. I mean, it doesn't affect you. Maybe that's it. So you don't have to respond, right? So that's all forbearance. Okay. It also means temperance too, which means what? Moderation, all that stuff, all that good stuff, right? Which these attributes will become firmer, clear maybe, or we can show specific examples in part 5, which is nice, which when we connect the dots. That's a good part. I like that. It's fun. Anybody like to play connect the dots? Anyway. All right. Okay. So we'll get that to later. Okay. All right. So also forbearance would mean what? If you have that, it could lead to this. Okay. These two really. Yeah. First, second. Okay. Infinite loving kindness. All right. Okay. Okay. To give love, happiness to others. You can say that's first one too. That's what I'm trying to say. The first charity is you want to give, happiness to joy to people, right? So, all right, okay, so that's what I'm trying to say. They all converge or lead to, okay, to the at least the first three infinite minds or Buddha states of mind. Okay, all right, because obvious. Okay, all right, okay. So we talk. Okay, how about diligence? We say vigorous efforts. Okay. Zealous efforts, some people say. It means it's consideration, determination, mindfulness. People don't know that, right? It's called also mindfulness. Okay? It's also mindfulness, okay? And also conscientiousness. Is that the right spelling? Yeah, conscientiousness. It means, you can say sense of self-awareness. Sense of self-awareness, okay? If you diligent, right? You're very aware. You're very not just determined, but you're very aware of what you're doing, right? Aware of or what not to do, right? Aware, okay? Diligent, and also diligent in learning, right? Or practicing, right? Or achieving something, or cultivation, right? Okay, all that, okay? So that's very important, and we'll connect the dots later, okay? Okay, then concentration and samadhi. Yeah, this is very interesting. That's why I put in this Chinese called Canjing. Lecture Lu has a special class just talking about this topic called Canshu. Okay, it's a cultivation of Zen or Zen cultivation. I mean, that's the literal translation. Okay, now in Hinduism or Therapeutic, that's what I'm trying to say. Therapeutic, which is what we say it's the small boat, right? Which is the what? The goat cart. Goat cart, deer cart, right? Something like that, right? Is it goat cart, deer cart? Yeah, I think something like that. Lotus Sutra says that. Okay, concentration. They focus on the meaning of in the Six Paramitas. The fifth one, they focus on. I mean, it's a play on words, I guess. They use the word concentration. Dhyana. That's what literally one of the translations of dhyana means, which means focus of mind, so that you don't let other thoughts, right, stray thoughts or whatever illusory thoughts to deter you or to obstruct you in your meditation. That's the whole main point, okay? Initially, all right, that's what concentration means. Actually, at a higher level of Six Paramita, it's more samadhi, sanmei. Okay, samadhi means, you can say it's like already in a meditative-like state. Okay, but actually at the highest level, it's meditate. So you can say it opens up your bodhi mind. Okay, I mean not open up. It allows you to manifest your bodhi mind. Okay, bodhicitta. That's the technical term. Okay, or Sanskrit term. It means that you no longer rely on your the fifth consciousness. I mean the consciousness. In the five skandhas, the fifth one, which is consciousness, which is your human mind. You can say human mind. The fifth, the sixth, the seventh consciousness, right? Right? you guys need to know what the fifth, sixth, seventh consciousness is. Do you guys need to know that? You guys don't need. You guys know what it is, right? I mean, if you look at the, why is the screen like this? If you look at the, right? The where is it? Do I have the sixth consciousness here? Yeah, you know what that is, right? Yeah, here, sixth conscious mind. It's your mind consciousness plus the five sense roots, okay? Five sense roots, okay? And then seventh is called the defiled mind, right? Okay, because that's where the sanxi shows up. Get it? The three, you know what the sanxi is? Anybody know? That's why you need your glossary. Sorry, sanxi is right over here. 3 refined subtle conceptions, okay? It's per this, okay? It's ignorance and whatever, okay? It's in here, okay? Can you guys read it? Right here, okay? So I don't want to go into details, but that's what it enters your seventh consciousness. Get it? So that's why seventh consciousness is called the manas, right? The manas consciousness, which is the defiled mind. That's where it starts, okay? Now, this is even before you have a thought. Yeah, you know that? It's like pre-thought. Yeah, okay, that leads to the thought. Okay, anyway, it doesn't matter. Okay, so let's talk. Okay, so it's the more broader attributes. Why do we do that? It's the calmness, stillness of mind, quiescence, we say, right? So ruru budong, that's where you're gonna enter that, and these are all meditative states of mind. That's true. And the state of bodhi mind, we call it, okay, or bodhicitta. I didn't want to put it in there. And the highest level, sammei, you can say it's a level of extreme or supreme self-awareness, okay? That at the highest level, okay? And that becomes like what we call it's even beyond the fourth dhyana meditation state, because the fourth dhyana is still based on this, okay? I mean, yeah, you can say it's part of that, okay, yeah. But it's even the highest level, okay? I mean, it's really basically you are at the level of what we call miaojue, which is called marvelous awareness. Miao, right? Marvelous awareness. You guys know what that is? Oh, it's in here. Okay, it's in here. Let's go to the glossary. Okay. Where is it? Remember, I did the 10 Dharma states. Anybody remember that? Okay, here. Miaojue. Where is Miaojue? Yeah. I don't have Miaojue here. Well, where is it? It doesn't matter. Okay. It's basically one of the highest levels. Okay, it doesn't matter. And so that means your mind, quote unquote, your Buddha nature is basically in control at that state. And there's no, I won't say no need, but there is no conscious thoughts would arise. Okay, in other words, you're not using your brain. Okay, it's like if they could take a what's that is it MRI or whatever, that they no not MRI, some kind of scan that they can scan your brain for neuron synapse activity. There would be almost none. It's like that guy's dead. No, it's not that there's none. It's that there will be some, but it has not to do with the thought parts of your brain, right? Yeah, because your brain has different parts, right? The neural cortex and all that stuff. One area is associated with thought. Thoughts like people when you dream, they can tell you, right? Stuff like that. Okay, anyway, it doesn't matter. Okay, anyway, okay, all right. So that's what it means. Okay, now I'll connect the thought later. Okay, then last component is called wisdom, prajna. And then what's wisdom? I don't know what's wisdom. Okay, though it's not wisdom based on knowledge or experience. That's the important part. It's innate knowledge. Okay, innate, because actually our Buddha nature already is self-equipped. You can say self-equipped. Self-equipped, yeah. With let's say 良知良能, right? 良知良能, right? We say that, right? Okay. That it has. It can. Another way of saying it knows everything. You can say it knows everything. Okay. Another way of saying it. Okay. Okay. Without actually learning about it. That's the amazing thing. Okay. So also it's direct insight. This is important too, or instant perception and understanding, or vipassana, okay? Okay, vipassana, all right? That's in the glossary list too, okay? Anybody know what that is? Vipassana, 限量, okay? It's in our glossary list. At the very end, we have, where is it? 限量. Okay, coming up, right here. 限量. Okay, see that? Okay, right there. Okay, maybe let me make it bigger. Okay, see that? Okay? All right? All right, okay. All right, it also means that, okay? All right, so at the higher level, okay? So actually, how do we get this level of wisdom? It comes from number 5, right? Or when we can reach number 5 or practice number 5 at a very high level or very, good level, number 5 will become more apparent. You get it? So the combination of the practice of these two, remember I said that's the mental, right? The internal part will also what? Enhance our faith. Get it? In our Buddha nature. Because then you can literally, like, say, see it in action or something like that, right? See the wisdom, okay, in action, okay? Anyway, all right, okay. So the levels, let's go to number 4 because I'm running out of time, okay? The first 4 perfections are practiced in harmony with wisdom, very important, and a calm state of mind. That's what I'm trying to lead to, all right? So the 6 also have to be all done, ideally simultaneously. I mean, in the beginning, yeah, we have no wisdom, we have no concentration, maybe not even diligence, but at least we can do some charity, right? Yeah, but that's at a very basic level. You know what I'm trying to say? So at a more advanced level, all 6 should be done, you can say, simultaneously or in parallel, okay? Because why? Because they will enhance each other. Make sense? Because if you do one at a time, it's not going to enhance. They're like in isolation, okay? All right, so that's why it's very important when we practice the 6 paramitas, okay? All right? I mean, that's the concept, okay? So that's very important. Okay, the second, fifth, and 6th correspond to the, hello, anybody remember the Eightfold Paths? Oh, yes. What's the Eightfold Paths? Well, not the Eightfold Paths, but it can be grouped, right, into 3 separate separate parts, or 3 categories. That's why I call it category, or levels, categories, okay? Hello, anybody know what the 3 non-fold outflow studies are? Anybody know? Come on, this is basic, man. If we don't know that, we're in trouble. Okay, all right. Yeah, we're all in trouble. Okay, anyway, all right, okay. All right, okay. It's the, what, 戒定慧, right? Anybody know? Okay, right? Where is it? Right here. Where is it? 三无漏学. Okay, where is it? 三无漏学. Oh, right here. 3 non-outflow studies. Okay? Which is what? Moral discipline, meditation, Visaydhyana, and wisdom. Okay? So the paramitas contain that. You understand? So therefore, in a broad sense, or in a narrow scope, the 6 Eightfold Paths are part of the paramitas. Make sense? Okay? I mean, that's the connection. That's why it's fun. Connecting the dots, okay, or concepts, okay, in this case. All right, teachings, whatever. Okay? All right. Okay, so we know what they are. Okay, so we don't need to go to detail. Then also, the 1st, 3rd, and 6th paramitas, perfections, correspond to the what? What's the 3 good roots? What are the 3 good roots? Anybody know what the 3 good roots are? Right here. Page 1 of your glossary. What's this? Charity, loving kindness, and moral wisdom. To what? Counteract what? Or go against the 3 poisons. Makes sense. Which later on are more details. Talk about the 5 dull vices, the 7 messengers, etc. Okay? I throw you a lot of terms, but that's why we have a Buddha nature glossary list. Okay? All right. Okay. Anyway, because this is meant to be an advanced class, not a I'm hoping you could be more advanced. Okay. All right. Okay. So that's the 3 good roots. Okay? To cure the 3 poisons. Make sense? So practice together, especially the 5th, will lead to greater faith in our Buddha nature. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay? All right? And therefore, the wisdom, the vipassana, or the 限量, or the direct insight, etc., understanding, view, etc., will become more apparent. Okay? So that it can basically skip through. We don't need to use, therefore, our human nature mind, right? The mind of our human nature. Understand? Okay. All right, now let's talk about the fun part. Part 5, relationships between other concepts and practices. Wow, this is number A, it's a lot, right? So, okay, actually these are all components of the, what they call the 37 limbs of enlightenment. Anybody want to know what they are? Never mind, that's a lot, okay? I don't need to go through it. But that's what I'm saying, connecting the dots, okay? The 6 paramitas. Actually, let's go to the glossary list. 4 meditations, here, let's go to the 4 meditations. Oh, this is fun, man, too much stuff. Anyway, lots of knowledge, yeah? Okay, where are they? Yeah, where are they? Here it is. The 4 foundations, 4 meditations. Okay? They are what? You know, right? 观心无常, 观受是苦, 观我, 观法无我, 观身不净. Okay? So actually, it comprises that, okay? Okay, all right? It's from, all right? It's... let's see. What I was gonna okay, maybe a better way to show it is I'm gonna. Okay, doesn't matter because of time. But the 4 efforts, right? The changing is part of them, right? Okay, all right. Because remember the 4 meditation. It's the mindfulness. Remember, mindfulness, which, as according to our definition, is part of the diligence and vigor. Okay. Also diligence and vigor is in there too. That's why it's in here too, right? Okay. Also the 4 bases of concentration, which comes from Diana, right? Okay. Then the 5 good roots, which I talked about. Did I talk about? No, I didn't talk about. Okay, let's go to the 5 good roots here. Here go. The 5 good roots. 5 good roots. Okay. Oh, sorry. Missed it here. Where are the 5 good roots? Okay. All right. Here. Where is it? Yeah, here it is. 5 powers. Okay, there's faith, vigor, mindfulness, concentration, and wisdom. See, so they're all like interrelated. You get it? Okay, so that's all. These 4 are already in the 6 paramitas. Also, the faith comes from the combination. Okay, when you show, obviously, if you want to practice the 6 paramitas, you already have some faith already, right? You already. But it enhances. Remember, I said earlier when we practice it, especially with the 5th paramita. Faith will become more apparent, if you will, or it will become stronger. Let's put it this way, okay? So that's all there, okay? Actually, it's 2 sets. It's 2 parts, okay? These are powers, and it's important. Why the 5? Here, okay. The 5. Where am I now? Okay, the 5 powers will what? Will overcome. I'm jumping the gun here. Hold on. If you look at at this level, okay, right here, okay, the 5 hindrances, they call the 5 hindrances. Anybody know what the 5 hindrances are? Right here. Illusion, distraction, desires, or forgetfulness, depression and sloth, or, and deception, doubt, or perplexity. Okay? So those 5 we call hindrances or obstacles are overcome by the 5 powers. Make sense? Okay? So these are all part of the 7 categories, that's the 37 limbs, okay, of enlightenment. Which essentially, I don't know if those of you studied enough Buddhist teachings, the 37 limbs are actually a summarization or consolidation of all the Buddhist teachings. You know that? You know, or practices. Practice. You get it? So they summarize into these 37 categories or limbs. They call them limbs, branches. So if you could do, very simple way of saying, if you want to become enlightened, you practice the 37 limbs to the best of your ability. All right? Or a simple way, but that's a lot, right? 37. We say, oh man, that's too much information, man. I'm too old to learn all that stuff. Actually, the 6 paramitas will substitute for that. That's why 6 paramitas is we say. A lot of people like to say it's like a shortcut. It's actually it contains the 37, or it links to. Maybe that's a better term. All right. So I would say connect the dots, right? Connect the practices and concepts in this case. Okay. All right. Now, let's see. Okay. Oh, and I talk about most of the 7 factors of Bodhi. Anybody know what the 7 factors of Bodhi are?
No.
Golly, man, we're in trouble here. Okay. Here, 7 factors. Anybody see that right here? Right here. That's also the 6th group, the 6th category, okay, of the 37 limbs, okay? Doesn't matter. All right, so there's mindfulness, discernment, Okay, vigor, joy, ease. I said most. The only thing that we don't have is probably here, and yeah, that's about it. Because fifth and sixth come together. I mean, serenity, right? Quiescence, right? Quiescence, peacefulness, stillness, right? It's that, right? That's that. Okay, all right. When you can reach samadhi, that's what I'm trying to say. You know the, all right, and six. Okay. So anyway, all right. Okay. Don't worry. It's all in your glossary, so you don't have to. I'm just connecting the dots for you, okay, to give meaning to the 6 paramitas. All right? Okay. Next. Let's see, because of time. Okay. Oh yeah, here. Let's talk about C. Oh shoot, I didn't do this. Damn. I mean, that pissed me off. I mean, that's the whole point of going to edit. Okay. Anyway, it doesn't matter. All right. I must as well edit it here. Let's do this. Okay. Jeez. Darn, man. Oh shoot. Damn, man. Sucks. Okay, anyway, all right, okay. Let's do this. All right, okay. Ooh, what the heck? Okay, all right, okay, let's save this sucker. Okay, all right. Anybody know what the 5 dull vices are? Oh, let's go to the glossary. Come on, you should know. It contains, very simple, the first 5. First 3. The 3 poisons. That's how you remember. That's how you can remember that. Okay, here it is. 3 poisons right here. But first 3 poisons, right? Then the next 2, arrogance and doubt. So that can be overcome by. Oh man, is class over? Okay, hold on. That can be overcome. Okay, then we can go. It's the what? Second paramita. Remember, abnegation, non-self, right? If you have no self, how can there be arrogance? I think it's very unlikely, right? Or impossible, right? If you have no ego, how can you have arrogance? It's tough, right? It's tough. Remember, I talked about abnegation as one of the attributes. Remember, earlier on, right? Page 1. If you look at page 1, yeah, selflessness or non-self. Okay, non-ego. Okay, and the doubt comes from where? Can be erased by what? Diligence, right? If you're determined, if you're diligent, if you have mindfulness, then you will not have doubt, right? Questions, okay? All right, so that's it. And also, remember what I talk about the what? What's that? What says? The 5 sharp king views. Anybody know what they are? It's right below, right here. 5 sharp king views. Okay? The first one we all have, okay? Actually, all 5 we all have. We all have it, okay? All right, so it definitely gets rid of this, okay? All right. Once you get rid of this, doesn't mean that you still don't have no other views. Yes, you do. We can still have. I mean, it's unlikely, but we still do. Okay, we still do because these are more specific, right? Okay, this is more related to you, right? To you. Then this is more to outward things, right? To outward things. I mean, to external things, right? To external things. I mean, I can apply to you too, but it's more has to do with external things. You get it? Your view of external things. This is more your view of yourself. Get it? This is more internal, right? The first one, it's view of myself. Yeah, then this is your view of yourself relative to the other things. Then you have extreme views, rigid views, deviant, perverse views, and stubborn views. Yeah, get it? Stubborn views is one of the hardest to get rid of. Stubborn views. That's why we have to relinquish. Actually, relinquishment could get rid of a lot. But anyway, all right, okay, I'm kidding. Too much, okay? Good stuff to know. So, review your glossary list once in a while, okay? Help you. All right, okay, let's go for it. All right, I'm getting close. All right, good. Also, and you know what the 7 agents are? Ooh, yeah. Come on, let's go. Let's go to the glossary list. 7 agents. It should be page 11. 12, page, hold on. My things are messed up, man. Damn it, it's all messed up. Ugh. Okay, hold on. No, it's okay, hold on. Man, come on. Okay, it's page 14. Glossary list. Should be page 14. If I can find it, page 14. Okay, anybody know what they are? Okay, here. I'm getting there. Okay, what did I say it was? Oh, cheese. Isn't it right here?
Yeah.
Yeah, right there. Do. Okay. Okay, so let's see. How do I? Okay, let me get my cheat notes out. Okay, I already wrote it down, but now I can't find it. Ooh. Okay. Where the heck is it? Oh yeah, right here. Okay, yeah, page 14. Okay, so desires can be overcome by what? Actually, the first and second. Yeah, charity, giving, relinquishment, right? Desires, right? Relinquishment. Remember the first one? Charity. We said giving, right? And also what? Precepts, right? So first and two. Let's look at next two. Anger and arrogance. It's actually forbearance, right? Forbearance, right? If you have patience, tolerance, moderation, temperance, you're likely not to get angry, right? You're likely not to get angry, right? Very likely. And also this, right? Right? No self, abnegation, right? Right? Okay? And then what about attachments? Ooh, attachments. Not easy. Okay? Actually, yeah, you can say that, but actually that's more the active part, the action part, the second half,
External.
Yeah, you can say external. Actually, internal is your samadhi meditation, where you remember I said that bodhi state of mind when you see everything is an illusion, right? When you reach that level, remember that bodhi, you see everything is actually illusion. So what is there to be attached to? Attached to illusions, which is what Buddha loves to say. What's that? Like a fog, a cloud, a lightning, and a dew. Yeah, well, yeah. He said those four things. It's pretty good. It's in the Dhamma Sutra. You guys can look it up. Okay, right. Okay. Anyway, all right. What about doubts? Doubts and false views. Remember we talked about false views earlier, right? The five sharp king views, right? No ego. So it has to do with diligence. Remember diligence, right? Can erase determination when you are very self-conscientious, right? Then, right? Okay, all right. And then last one, obviously, wisdom, right? We'll erase that. You can say diligence, we can erase this too, but okay, all right. But actually, the core is the inner part, which is that when we're talking about wisdom, it's that, remember, that direct knowledge, right? That 限量, or to use another term, 照见, right? Illuminated view. Illuminated view, which is what? From our Buddha nature. Get it? So that will erase, you can say doubts too. All right? Okay? So they overlap. That's what I'm trying to say. But look at it. The 6 paramitas can therefore, right? Think about it. Not that we never, but I'm just trying to connect the dots for you guys, okay? And practice or concepts. All right? Make sense? Good, right? Okay, all right. Then the last one is also, you know what the 7 Dharma Jews are? Anybody know what they are? Right next, right here. Ooh, 7 Dharma Jews. Okay. Yeah, Chifatai. Very important. Very important. That's the basis of our cultivation. If we don't have that, you're not going to cultivate well. Get it? Make sense? So the 6 paramitas over there. Granted, it's not the first one. We don't have that. The 6 paramitas. But actually, it also incorporates all of these. Now, people say, whoa, what about shame and remorse? How can that come from? Where did that come from? Actually, shame and remorse comes from 3 and 4, the 3rd and 4th paramita. All right? Which is what? Forbearance and diligence. Okay?
That's to avoid being egocentric.
Yeah. No, but shame means also if you're conscientious, you'll know you won't do things that will be shameful or regrettable, right? Make sense? Yeah, right?
Also because we're in this round where we're still trying to cultivate.
Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. So actually, when you think about it, another view, 6 paramitas can, right, encompass a lot of this, right? Make sense? See, connect the dots. All right. Okay. All right. So now I'm almost finished. Okay. So also. Now I gotta relate it to Confucianism. Right? Anybody know what the 4 subjects of cultivation are? Yeah. 4门课程, right? You know what they are, right? Right there. It's listed there. So actually this includes these 2 already, right? We say proprieties. That's, you can say, precepts, right? Precepts. Proprieties are part of precepts, you can say, right? When we're saying forbearance. Actually, these 2 Okay, moral character actually can come from the quiescence of mind, okay, and the wisdom, because wisdom is more in the action part, or you can say external, whereas the internal part is that quiescence of mind, that state of bodhi mind. Remember, state of bodhi mind, right? Well, you will then what? Think, speak, and act according to your Buddha nature, right? So that's, you can say, is part of your moral character. Yeah, you can say that, right? Then the wisdom is the application. It's the manifestation of that bodhi mind. Get it? And that, you can say, is your merits and virtues. Make sense? Yeah. So actually, right? Make sense? See, they're all connected. See, the 6 paramitas? It's also can lead to this. And this is the fundamental, right? Of cultivation, right? We call that, right? At least in the Confucius side, because the Buddhism doesn't look at it this way. Okay, I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, they're all connected, actually. That's what I'm trying to say. Connect the dots. Okay? All right, now, it's a lot to absorb, a lot of concepts, a lot of ideas, a lot of practices. That's why we have to, what? Be determined, be diligent, right? Okay, anyway, so in conclusion, it's fundamental. Why are the 6 paramitas fundamental? Because they encompass essentially all the major practices and concepts of Buddha's teachings, right? We might talk about the 37 limbs of enlightenment, right? Et cetera, right? The that's more specific, yes. But then to generalize, the threefold training, right? The threefold training, right? Precepts, meditation or concentration and wisdom, right? 戒定慧. Another way of looking at it is actually those 3 pillars of, that's why it's called 3 pillars, right? 3 pillars of study or training. Actually, another word, if I ask you, use 3 words to describe all of Buddha's teachings. Give me 3 words. Use 3 words to describe. It's actually the threefold training. Okay? Yeah, when you talk about it. Right? Okay, another way of saying that. So that's also part of the paramitas. Get it? Makes sense, huh? Yeah? Okay. All right, just that different perspectives. Okay. And also, it's essential. It's not only fundamental, but it's essential. Why? Because if you want to achieve higher levels or, of achievement, right, i.e. bodhisattvahood, right, you have to practice it. I mean, take that, as opposed to the therapeutic practice. Get it? Because the therapeutic practice is focused only on the individual.
Can you spell that word?
Huh? Therapeutic? How do you spell it? Therabo. Therapeutic? I have no clue. It's hard. It's confusing. Therabada. Yeah, Therabada. Therapeutic. Therabada. Therava. Therapeutic. Bada. Da? Do? Dia?
B-A-Y-E.
Something like that. Anyway, therapeutic. Doesn't matter. Okay? So unlike the therapeutic concepts of practice, which is focused solely on the individual, right? That's true. That's why their highest level achievement is arhatships and pratyeka Buddha. 次必福. No, 次必福. 必之福. I always get the 必之福. It means a lonely Buddha, right? Literally. Anyway, but
that the wood thing?
yeah. You can say kumu sanmei. Yeah, dead tree samadhi. Ooh, that's another term. Okay, I think it's I've added. I guess I'm in the process of adding to the glossary list. The glossary list is always constantly being updated. But anyway, it doesn't matter. Okay.
It's just right below Bodhisattva.
There's overlap. You can't say exactly that. It's not that cut and dry, okay? Because actually the lower level of bodhisattva is, it's pretty low. Anyway, okay. It's no, actually, to me, it's no better than arhatship. But that's okay. Okay, doesn't matter. All right, okay. Yeah, I mean, remember, there are 52 levels. Ooh, that's a lot of levels. Okay, all right. Okay, anyway. All right, last 2 is very important. That's why I put that Chinese thing. Did you guys read the Chinese word right there? The C and D? C and D. What's a C and D? C and D. Come on, it's very important. C and D. Come on. C and D. You guys don't see it in your outline? I wrote 2 Chinese words. You guys don't see it? That's sad. I thought my eyesight was bad. You guys don't have it? Anybody has it? The not the latest one. Anybody read those two words? Anybody read those? Yeah, 禅修. And that's really the what? Fifth what? The fifth paramita, right? We say 禅定, or samadhi. That's the only Zen. We say Zen concentration. That's the direct translation, which is not really good. But anyway, right? That's called samadhi, Zen samadhi. Okay, what's 禅修? There's a separate lecture that given, maybe some of you one day, you can translate it in English. Okay? All right? He had a separate class on that. Okay? It just means, to summarize, it just means these two lines. Okay? That everything is coming from that Buddha mind, Bodhi mind. Get it? That's really the highest level. It's not just concentration, right? People say, oh, we focus our mind, we concentrate, don't be distracted, have a mind, just a laser-like focus. That's actually very narrow. That's a very narrow.
That's part of it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's very narrow. This is the broader one. Get it? Because that's why if you interpret concentration, dhyana, right, the fifth paramita, as just laser focused on concentrate, then you just meditate. Get it? Whereas this one is not meditation. It's it's that you're in a state of Bodhi mind, which has no duality. Okay, that's very important. Yet, it's very important concept here. Okay, yet you have what? You face everyday realities without being influenced by shackle. When I say shackle, means what? Tie down, right? Tie down, handcuff, right? Tie down. Okay, get it? So they don't influence you. Understand? So this is passive, right? Because you allowing external influences to affect you, right? Or to shackle you down. That's passive, right? That's passive, right? Okay. So if you're meditating in the mountains, this is not going to happen, right? Because you're not facing anything. You're not dealing with arrogant people. You're not dealing with people you don't like, or whoever, or whatever, or people who don't like you, whatever. Okay? All right. Now the second part, D, it's very important. It's you also need to face all phenomena without abiding in forms. So that's the active part. That's you facing phenomena without being attached to them. Get it? Abiding means attached. Okay, you can say, or dwelling, whatever. Okay.
That is the cultivation.
That's the key. So it's two parts: passive, active, right? That's really 禅修 or Zen cultivation. We say Zen. I translate Zen because there's no better, simpler interpretation. Actually, it's also higher level. Anybody know? Come on. Jessica's favorite phrase. Oneness. It's also oneness. Oneness. Because you're not only at a Buddha-like state of mind, which is the what? That you can say that emptiness, we can say emptiness, right? That indescribable trueness, but you are also facing reality. Get it? Simultaneously. So also that's also what? 寂照同时 or 寂用沾染. Get it? I didn't put the Chinese because I'm lazy. I didn't want to write it down. Anyway, okay, that's also in the glossary list. Okay, it's near the end, page 23, something, 23, 22, 23, something like that. Okay, so that's very important. So it's also oneness. Get it? So the sixth paramita already embodies that concept of oneness. It just depends on what level we're at. At a lower level, you're not going to see that. At the highest level, you see that. You're oneness. You're at one. And isn't that the essence and the application? Essence and function at one, right? Or simultaneous. Get it? Okay. I hope we all learned something about the six paramitas at a more advanced level, higher level, using Buddha nature. Okay, all right. From a Buddha nature perspective, this is this is how I like to approach things from now on. Okay, hopefully all of us can be more motivated. Okay, to practice the six paramitas to that more advanced level. Okay. There are many things that I haven't said completely or satisfactorily, so I beg for the Buddha's forgiveness. Okay, thank you.